A very good morning to my dear students and welcome to our psychology class. So today we are going to start with a new topic, that is factors underlying abnormal behavior. Okay, so in previous class we discussed about the concept of abnormality with the help of 4Ds. I hope you remember, and we came to know about the historical background of psychological disorders, how psychological disorders were being viewed by various approaches. And next we have come to know about, we learned about the timeline. Okay, what was a reform movement that took place in various eras, right? So today we are going to start with the factors, or we can say the reasons of having abnormal, or the underlying reasons of abnormal behavior. So there are although three important factors, that is biological, then we have psychological models, and also genetic factors. So first of all, let us go for the biological factors and how biological factors are responsible in you know in occurrence of abnormal behavior, right? So the first is biological factors. Factors such as faulty genes, the affects the normal development and functions. Behavior has a biochemical and physiological basis, as of all of you know, right? That behavior has got both biological and physiological basis. Abnormal activities by neurotransmitter leads to specific psychological disorders like anxiety disorder, where low activity of GABA or gamma aminobutyric acid takes place. Then because of the low activity of serotonin hormone, depression may occur, and because of excess activity of dopamine, schizophrenia may take place. So these are some of the effect of biological factors which can lead to abnormal behavior because of the faulty genes, right? Because of the faulty genes, because of the imbalances in hormones and neurotransmitters, various people can get or it may they can also encounter many psychological disorders like anxiety, depression and schizophrenia. So for anxiety, GABA is responsible; for depression, serotonin is responsible; and for schizophrenia, dopamine is responsible. Okay, and next we have genetic factors. Genetic factors believes that no single gene is responsible for a particular behavior or disorder. This factor have linked to mood disorder, schizophrenia, MR means mentally retard, etc. Biology alone is cannot account for mental disorder. So only neurotransmitter is not responsible for occurrence of biological disorder, but there may be genetic factors. It means that the genes you get from your parents, it may also procure some of the psychological disorder. Maybe some a child who is having a child who have a parents of comorbid personality. For example, they have a history of psychological disorder like anxiety, depression or MR or schizophrenia, may actually inherit some kind of psychological disorder because of the genetic factors, because of the DNA, right? Then we have the third factor, that is psychological models. It says that psychological and interpersonal factors have a significant role to play in abnormal behavior. So these factors include maternal deprivation, then severe stress, etc. It provides a psychological explanation of mental disorder. So under psychological model, they explain that because of the psychological and interpersonal factors, psychological disorders may occur. And under psychological model, we have another five important model which we will discuss now. Let us move to the models for better understanding of the factors. So first we have psychodynamic model. So all of you know regarding psychodynamic, it was first Sigmund Freud who discussed that because of the insatiated or what to say because of the suppressed conflict feelings in individual in an unconscious mind, conflict may occur or disorder may exhibit at a certain stage, right? So abnormal symptoms in are viewed as the result of conflict between the psychological forces which we are consciously unaware of. So basically we are talking about the unconscious part of the mind where feelings or motives or urges are suppressed, and because of it does not get ventilated at a particular moment, it may cause psychological disorder in a later period of life. So So it is the expression of unconscious mental conflict that can be generally traced to early childhood or infancy. So there are many cases actually, right? If you see any documentary, people may suffer at a certain stage. For example, if I may have any psychological disorder right now, it may not be of what happening is to me right now, but it may because of something happened in my childhood which did not get solved at particular moment, and because of the suppression of the feeling, right now I may also discover some kind of psychological disorders. Okay, then we have behavioral model. So abnormal behavior are learned, and psychological disorder are the result of learning and maladaptive behavior of learning result of learning maladaptive behavior. So it concentrates on behavior that are learned and can be unlearned. Learning can be taken place by classical operant conditioning and learning. So we already have got about behavioral model, where we learned about classical conditioning in learning chapter in class 11. We learned about how faulty learning can also lead to some kind of maladaptive behavior. See, psychological disorder is not only about a mad person who is showing erratic behavior or any unusual or extreme bizarre behavior. It is also concerned with the maladaptive or some inappropriate behavior, some unexpected behavior from an individual. Sometimes what happens, because of the faulty learning habits in your childhood, you may continue with the same behavioral disorders in your past, in your future life. For example, a child who in the when he was child, okay, he did some thing, but then his parents did not scolded him, did not rectify the mistake, so that child will keep on doing that particular mistake in his future also, and that can lead to a very severe kind of problem, right? You know that nowadays a lot of crime is happening. It may because of the faulty learning. It can happen, right? So next we have cognitive model. So problems can result from cognitive problems. People may hold assumptions and attitude about themselves that are irrational and inaccurate. People may also repeatedly think in illogical ways and make overgeneralizations. That is, they may draw broad negative conclusions on the basis of a single insignificant level. So maybe when you assume a lot, and something which didn't happen, but you are overthinking about this particular thing, you are taking all the negativity in your mind, you are thinking a situation, or you are comprehending a situation in a negative way. This particular disorder may occur like depression, anxiety. Like recently we came to know about various news, like demise of various celebrities. Now he could have fought for himself. I won't say that it's a very personal matter, but then he could have fought for himself rather than taking all the negative things. He could have stood up for himself. He could have fought for himself, right? So if you keep holding all these negative things in your mind, you may suffer from some kind of psychological disorder in your later period, like depression, clinical depression, stress, anxiety, dissociative disorders, then multiple personality disorders, etc. Okay, so next we have humanistic existential model. So according to this model, humanistic believe that human beings are born with a natural tendency to be friendly, cooperative and constructive, and are drawn to self-actualize, that is, fulfill his potential for goodness and growth. So we are actually we are a human being who have a tendency to grow, to prosper, and to recognize our own potential. Existentialists believe that from birth we have total freedom to give meaning to our existence or to avoid that responsibility. Those who shirk from this responsibility would be live empty, inauthentic, and dysfunctional lives. Nowadays, it's about a very getting responsible at times. And also what happens, so when we don't realize our responsibility, we move away from problems. We cannot we are escapist, or we tend to run away or avoid our problems in our life. We tend to not take our responsibility. Certain kind of loneliness can happen to a person, and also it may cause dysfunctional in your life, like your life may not function properly, like the things which used to be very normal, it may take into a very different level, or into a very different path, which will be difficult for you to handle. And that's why people go for various kind of what to say, uh, I know, unappropriate behavior, like certain things are going on in the society right now. So that is why taking responsibility for yourself is very important. Realizing your worth is very important. And as a human being, we have a tendency to grow, and we should actually focus on the growth rather than deteriorating ourselves. Then we have socio-cultural model. So in this model, they view social and cultural factors can also be responsible for the occurrence of psychological behavior. See, family system is very important. We are born and brought up in a family, so network is very important. And the effect we get from our family, it will directly affect our behavior. And it is also influenced by societal levels and roles assigned to trouble people. The person generally learns to accept, internalize, and behave in disturbed manner. Sometimes what happen, when you are expected to when you have a expectation of a standard behavior, or you have a rule expectation, and if you don't do it by according to the rule, it may cause problem in your life. And also family is very important. When you have disturbed interpersonal relationship in your family, or sometimes when you have a criticizing environment every time, your self-esteem, your self-confidence may get deteriorated. And that's how disorder can occur in your life. For example, if someone keeps on criticizing you, if someone does not praise you for little things also, then what happens, you get disheartened, your self confidence gets deteriorated. And what happen, in case you may get into a uh, world of loneliness, you may get into a world of withdrawn personality from others, and that's how disorder may occur, right? And at last we have a diathesis stress model. So this model has got three important components. So the first is the diathesis, or the presence of some biological aberration which may be inherited. For example, already we have a problem of psychological disorder in our family, as I have said you, inherited DNA. And second component is that diathesis may carry a vulnerability, that is, he or she is at a risk or predisposed to develop disorder. I may have a risk if if I'm into a situation where certain circumstances may take place, which may trigger my what to say, emotion, or any dopamine level, and certain behavior may occur at a certain point. And the third is, there is to presence of pathogenic stressors, that is, factor stressors may lead to psychopathology. So stressors like you had a traumatic experience of earthquake, right? And what happened, you went somewhere, and you are on the 10th floor in the apartment, and suddenly there's an earthquake. So already you have a traumatic or panic disorder, or you can say PTSD regarding earthquake. And if certain things occurs in your life, or because of the stressors, your behavior may change, and you may suffer from panic attack, and later on a severe PTSD may occur in your life. So this is what we are talking about, the diathesis stress model, where three important components are there about the presence of the inheritance DNA from your parents, then the risk factor, it may get triggered, and also the presence of stressors, right? So this is all about today's class. We have learned about the factors which can create psychological disorder in a human being. So students, please go through the video properly and write down the points which and after reading a book only, you will write down the points. Without understanding, you will not write. So if you have any doubt, give me a call at night, in the evening, I'll explain you. So thank you, have a nice day, and God bless.